Good evening from Italy!
We're just your average family who's choosing to live a not-so-average life. We decided to leave everything for an adventure around the world. We are the Travel Tribe. Tyler, Cassie, Preston, and Penelope. Welcome to our family adventure.
Clapping, laughing, dancing in the blackness of magic. Get it, have it, bag it, throw yourself on the airplane and fly like magic. No sleep, no chance, no need, forget about it. One life, live free, big dreams, we're all about them. You're finding it, take it in, it's all here. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right now. And I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us, it's us right now. You're finding it, take it in, it's all here. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right now. And I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us, it's us right now. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right here. You and I, no one else, nothing else but you and I. Not a constant, my friend. You can't talk me out of that one again. Yeah, like we gave ourselves the bends to a land I'll never understand. Speed it up, or if you mean it, slow it up a little bit just to speed it back up again. Hand me up or sit me down, and I won't ham it up or sit me down with it, brethren. Nothing else but us right now, and I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us, it's us right now. You're finding it, take it in, it's all here. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right now. And I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us, it's us right now. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right here. You and I, no one else, nothing else but you and I.
We've been in Italy the last couple days and it's been super short but so amazing. This is the first country that I have felt I could possibly live here other than Holland. So we flew into Milan, which, as you know, it's a very busy business center city. And we knew we didn't want to stay there because we've been staying in the larger cities and we just wanted something different. So we decided for Penelope's birthday we were going to rent a car and drive to the town of Capo di Ponte. And there, what really drew us to come to that town is they have 13,000-year-old petroglyphs on the side of a mountain. So these petroglyphs weren't taken off the mountain and put in a museum like you so often see. These are still there. They're rocks you can touch and feel and see, and that was a really surreal moment to be there and know that I'm standing where people so long ago stood and lived and took the time to carve their artwork into the sides of the mountain. So we've stayed at this lovely resort called Rizzi Aquacharme Hotel and Spa. They have an amazing indoor pool and spa. All around, it's been so quaint and amazing. The town itself, it's very interesting when you try to look things up on your Apple Maps. It's kind of like the city is off the radar. There's certainly some things that have an address, like our hotel we had no problem finding, but there's also a lot of little places that just, I don't know, you just can't find on a map. Like restaurants that are around here, they have no location on your maps. So right around the corner from where we're staying, there was supposed to be a little petroglyph rock with one rock carving. So, and that's all I wanted to do while we were here. That was my main mission and goal, was to go see these old petroglyphs. So on day 2, we went and we spent about an hour driving around because, again, our maps and GPSs just weren't getting us to the location we needed to go. And finally, we just gave up. And we ended up finding this place called Archeopark, which is a replication of the rock carvings. And it's super cute and fun, and they've made it very kid-friendly. But still, it's fake. It's not real. It's not the real deal. So we spent a good bit of time doing that. And most people here only speak Italian. They don't speak English. Lucky for us, there was one incredibly nice young woman who did speak English at the Archeopark. So we asked her where the rock carving was that was supposed to be in town. She told us it was a walk around the corner. There'll be a sign. We'll see it, no problem, right? So we go, we walk and we walk and we walk. And for us, it was much longer than 10 minutes, but we did come to the sign. Now, the sign is in Italian, so we didn't know what it said, but we figured, how can you miss a petroglyph, right? 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 Guys, how can you miss it? So we walk past the sign, and you can clearly see where there's a hiking path. So I'm like, all right, guys, let's go. And we've signed up to get these notifications from the US government about every country we go to, if there's any warnings or anything that happens. Well, of course, on the first day we get here, we get a warning saying that there's been 123 cases of the West Nile virus in northern Italy, which is exactly where we are. So to use extra protection by wearing pants, long sleeves, and bug repellent. Now, we were not prepared for this. I had a skirt on, short sleeves. I think Tyler was the only one wearing pants. So we go up hiking up this mountain thinking we're gonna see some petroglyphs, right? And we go hiking, and the only thing we're seeing are hooks in the rocks where rock climbers climb up these mountains. And the hike that we were on it was like no hike I've ever been on before. It was so sketchy. It was about 2 feet wide. I'm carrying Penelope, and Preston is going like a trooper. Tyler in the back in case Preston falls. It's 2 feet wide, and if we fall to the right, we are literally going off the side of the mountain. But I am determined to see these petroglyphs, right? So we climb, and we climb, and we climb, and we get to the top, to there's literally nowhere else we can go. And there's not a single petroglyph. Preston was crying, asking if we could get a helicopter to come get us. We were all terrified to come down. But then we made it down, and we left, not seeing the petroglyph at all. So I look on my phone later that night. How in the world did we miss it? How? And I realize the first rock that I took a picture of at the base of the mountain, if you zoom in on my picture, there is the petroglyph. It was so small, we couldn't even see it. So we hiked up this mountain that I now realize was a hike specifically for rock climbers, not tourists with kids trying to see petroglyphs, guys. Insane. So the next day on Penelope's birthday, we decide we're going to go to the national park, which is about 20 minutes away, which contains the largest collection of petroglyphs in the world. There's over 140,000 figures and symbols that have been recorded, and that is what I was looking for. These, you can't miss them. It's a park, there's boardwalks, there's signs on each rock. There's over 104 rocks that contain all of these symbols and figures. And just to see that and to be able to touch it with my own hand was an incredible feeling. I can't even put it into words for you guys. It was amazing. It was probably my favorite thing that we've done since we have left home. Another thing that we did was we stumbled upon one evening this beautiful park, right? And it was about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, walking around our little village where we are, and I'm like, Tyler, let's walk over here. I just wanted to get a picture of this amazing park. And then when we get closer, I see you actually have to pay to get into the park. So I go down these stairs and I see the hours, and I come back up because it's closed, obviously, and then I see a gentleman pay and go in. And so I go back down there and I'm like, is it open? Can we go in? And the woman tells us that there's actually an orchestra there tonight and gives us the price, and it's gonna be going on until 1 a.m. So I'm like, let's do this. This is awesome, right? The village we're in is so small. There's really not much to do. It's so quiet and quaint. So I'm pretty sure everyone in the village was at this orchestra. So we get there and we wait until it starts, and it turns out that this orchestra was actually a concert, and it was the most epic concert ever. So it was very obviously, it's not an orchestra, it was a concert. It's upbeat music. They played some songs in English, most were in Italian, but what was so funny was that everyone danced with their partner. It was always a man and a woman. It was like date night. We had the only kids in the room. There was one other person that brought their daughter, but she had a broken leg, so I can only imagine she like didn't want to leave her with someone. So you dance with your partner in a circle, going in a larger circle to every single song. They do the same dance to every single song. So me and Penelope and Preston got right in there, and oh my word, everybody loved us. They smiled at the kids. The people on stage were giving us shout outs every time we would go in the circle and pass by the stage. The lead singer, she would wave and blow kisses at Penelope, and that was really, really fun too. That was my second favorite thing that we did here too. We've been eating just locally at little cafes. They actually do have a McDonald's, surprisingly, which has very different food than we have back home. They have these weird mozzarella bites and spinach bites and just different stuff that is still considered McDonald's. Other than that, everything else is pretty normal. They have a huge shopping mall here, which is probably the only shopping mall they have here that we went and explored today. And that's really it. We've only been here a couple days, not even a full week. Our little girl Penelope turned 1, and for her birthday we went to the actual Petroglyph, the largest collection in the world, and we came home and we did a little cake for her, and it's just been a really great time in Italy. This is a place we will definitely come back to, and I highly recommend to anyone, if you're coming to Italy or even Switzerland. It is so close to the border of Switzerland. You can just hop the border and come right over here and see these rock carvings for yourself. It will take your breath away. So that's it for our time here in Italy. I know it's late and you probably hear some background noise. I'm sitting on the balcony really late at night, Saturday night, trying to make this video for you guys. It's been a whirlwind of amazingness here. So I hope you stay tuned to next week. We have our big travel day tomorrow on Sunday, and I hope you enjoy.